সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন ডাব্লিউবি ইংলিশ মিডিয়াম গাইড ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল ইংলিশ মিডিয়াম বোর্ডের প্রত্যেকটি ক্লাসের সাবজেক্ট ওয়াইজ ফ্রি টিউশন পাওয়ার জন্য। আর নোটিফিকেশন বেলটি অবশ্যই প্রেস করবেন পরবর্তী ভিডিওগুলোর নোটিফিকেশন সবার আগে পাওয়ার জন্য।
হ্যালো স্টুডেন্টস, আজকে আমরা ক্লাস 3 এর জিওগ্রাফি চ্যাপ্টার 8 প্লেনস অ্যান্ড ডেজার্টসের এক্সারসাইজ এবং কিছু ইনসাইট কোয়েশ্চেন অ্যান্সার করব। তো শুরু করার আগে বলতে চাই, ভিডিওটা স্কিপ না করে পুরোপুরি ভিডিওটা তোমরা দেখো, তাহলে তোমাদের বুঝতে সুবিধা হবে। তাহলে চলো স্টার্ট করি। প্লেনস অ্যান্ড ডেজার্টস। নাম্বার 1, স্পেশাল নেম ফর প্ল্যান্টস দ্যাট ফার্মার্স গ্রো, ক্রপস। These areas receive little or no rainfall year after year. Deserts. This animal is specially suited to life in the desert. Camel. You will find palm trees and houses around this in a desert, hot deserts. This kind of soil is good for growing crops, fertile soil. The name of the desert in western India, the third desert. These are formed into interesting shapes by the wind, sand dunes. Next ache, fill in the blanks. Number 1, low, flat or almost flat land is called a plain. Number 2, there are two long stretches of plains along the east and west coast of India. Number 3, land where nothing grows is called barren land. Number 4, the Arabian desert is a hot sandy desert. Number 5, Antarctica is a cold desert. Next ache, tell me why. Number 1, desert plants have long roots because they can reach the water that is deep underground. Number 2, cactus have thick stems because they store water in their stems. Number 3, we know more about Antarctica because in recent years, scientists from many countries, including India, have gone to Antarctica. Number 4, some desert cities are able to use water because people remove salt from seawater and clean water is brought through pipes at homes, gardens and fields. So next আছে এবার কিছু কোয়েশ্চেন অ্যান্সার। What is a coastal plain? Low flat land along the coast is called a coastal plain. Number 2, why is life easier in the plains? Life in the plains is easy. The land has fertile soil and therefore crops grow well in the plains. It is also easier to build roads, buildings and factories in the plains as the land is flat. Number 3, describe the climate in hot deserts. Barren land gets heated very fast and cools down fast as well. So hot deserts are very hot during the day but very cold at night. Those deserts that are close to the sea also have a lot of water vapor in the air and therefore people living there perspire a lot. Next, what are sand dunes? Strong winds in sandy deserts blow the sand into huge sand hills called sand dunes. Number 5, where do we find cold deserts? Large areas of land that always remain frozen are called cold desert. Antarctica is a cold desert. It is the coldest and driest continent on earth. The areas around the poles are also frozen deserts. Number 6, write 2 ways in which people can change the land around them. People change the land for more comfortable life. First point, salt is removed from seawater and clean water is brought through pipes at homes, gardens and fields. Next point, the cities are big with many unusual buildings. Air conditioning makes life comfortable. এবার আসছি আমরা এক্সট্রা কোয়েশ্চেন অ্যান্সার। ফার্স্টে নাম্বার 1, what is a plain? A stretch of low flat or almost flat land is called a plain. Number 2, how plains are formed? Plains are formed when mountains are broken down by wind and rain, and when rivers bring mud and soil from the mountains and leave them behind. This takes many hundreds of years. Example, the Great Northern Plain. Number 3, what is humid? Plains that are close to the sea have a lot of water vapor in the air. That means the air is humid. What is a desert? A desert is a dry land which receives little or no rainfall year after year. What is barren land? Land where nothing grows is called barren land. How many kinds of deserts are there? There are two main kinds of desert, hot deserts and cold deserts. Give some example of a hot sandy desert. The Arabian Desert in India. The desert extends into the western parts of India where it is called Thar. Another example is the largest desert, the Sahara in North Africa. What is oasis? Sometimes in hot sandy deserts, water is found in a pool. Such a place is called oasis. Number 9. Name the highest and driest desert in the world. The Atacama in South America. Number 10. What is cold desert? Large areas of land that always remain frozen are called cold desert. Example, Antarctica is a cold desert. It is the coldest and driest continent on earth. Describe the climate of cold desert. Places around the poles are cold throughout the year. Places around the poles are cold throughout the year. Less cold in summer and more cold in winter. Which continent has no desert? Europe. 30. Describe the life in cold desert. In cold deserts there is very little plant life. The animals here also have special features to help them live in this region. Polar bears have very thick fur that protects them from the cold. Penguins live on the snowy land where nothing grows but are able to swim and dive in the cold seas for food. তাহলে আজকে আমরা এই প্লেনস অ্যান্ড ডেজার্টসের এক্সারসাইজ প্লাস যে ইনসাইড কোয়েশ্চেন অ্যান্সার পুরোপুরি কমপ্লিট করলাম। তো ভিডিওটা লাইক করতে ভুলো না, তার সাথে চ্যানেলটা সাবস্ক্রাইব করো, বেল আইকনটা প্রেস করো যাতে প্রত্যেকটা ভিডিও নোটিফিকেশান তোমাদের কাছে সবার আগে পৌঁছাতে পারে। ডেসক্রিপশন বক্সে সাবজেক্ট ওয়াইজ প্লেলিস্ট করা আছে, যদি কোনো ভিডিও মিস হয়ে গিয়ে থাকে তোমাদের তাহলে তোমরা চেক আউট করে নিও সেখান থেকে। তো আজকে এইটুকুই, সবাই ভালো থেকো, সুস্থ থেকো, মন দিয়ে পড়াশুনো করো, বাই, টেক কেয়ার।